I told you to keep him locked up with the chains. Like, he couldn't have broke the chains, so we adjusted them to be this thick. Like, it's impossible that he broke them that easy. Come on. My only job that I hired you for is to watch him and to make sure he don't go after anybody else. I don't know about people. Can't hire any good help these days. If you want to do something, you got to do it yourself. Go look after him. Oh, hey, BoardGameManiacs. Maniac Rob here to bring you another exciting unboxing video. I apologize about that interruption previously. I can't hire any good help these days at all. He has one job, and that one job is to look after him. That's it. And obviously, you know, he can't even do that. So, yeah, I'm going to feed you to him if you keep it up. He gets off one more time, I'm going to feed you to him. Sorry about the BoardGameManiacs. We're here to do another unboxing video, an exciting unboxing video. Now, this was last year's Kickstarter campaign, and it's obviously, you can tell, I had it nicely set up here, but obviously get knocked down. It is the Green Horde. It's Zombicide Green Horde. It is by Cool Mini or Not and Guillotine Games. Now, with this here game, it's still in the realm of Black Plague, which is kind of medieval time, which is really cool. Zombies, medieval time, swords, crossbows, wizards, and spells. You can't go wrong. This game is great. The miniatures look awesome. I just got this in the mail yesterday, so I figured, hey, I'm going to have to do an unboxing for this. And here we are. We're doing an unboxing for Zombicide Green Horde. Now, again, continuation of the Black Plague. Now, Cool Mini or Not is coming out with another Zombicide game in the near future, and it has to do with in space. Zombies in space. We'll see how that one goes for sure. But this one here, this is a 1 to 6 player game, just like most of the other Zombicide games. And it's age range of 14 plus, and it has roughly about an hour to play. Now, a friend of mine got this too as well the same time I did, and we sat down, we had a game yesterday of the Green Horde, and we combined the Black Plague. Can't even talk right now because I'm just so angry. You get out. Anyhow. All right. So we combined the Black Plague box set with the Green Horde box set, and we had a blast. It was a 3-player game we played, and we upped the ante a bit, made it a little bit more difficult, and it was phenomenal. We all had so much fun playing it, and like the trebuchet, when you use that, it just, wow. And one thing I have to say about this is the hedges in the game, like the way the mechanics work for the hedges is my favorite part of the whole Green Horde game. Now, I never opened this one, obviously, because I played my friends, but I finally got mine. And we're going to sit down, we're going to rip it open, and we're going to see all the lovely goodness inside, because it's phenomenal. I can't wait for this. I love all of the Zombicide series. I have a lot of them. I did videos in the past, just some custom games with them, and this one here is no exception. I'm sure it's going to be even better than the previous one, which is the Black Plague edition. I had a sneak peek of the minis, and I do have to say the minis are a lot more detailed as opposed to the Black Plague ones. I'll show you up close on the camera. I know this is a long intro. It's just, I'm still fuming a little bit because he let him loose. And we all know what happens when you let him loose. Bad things can happen. So let's just have a seat, you know, crossbow, swords, put on your mage hat, get ready to cast some spells as we rip open this box, Zombicide Green Horde by Cool Mini or Not and Guillotine Games. All right, here you go. Zombicide Green Horde. Cool Mini or Not. Really cool. Before we rip this open, as always, let's admire the artwork on here. Just like always with the Cool Mini or Not, you can see the artwork is phenomenal into this. You can see the big abomination guy busting through with the flames all shooting out and everything. Zombicide Green Horde is a cooperative game for 1 to 6 players, ages 14 and up. A ton of miniatures into it. So it says 72 miniatures, 6 survivors, 35 orc walkers, 14 orc fatties, 14 orc runners, 1 orc abomination, 1 orc necromancer, 1 trebuchet, 9 game tiles, double-sided, 6 survivor dashboards, 6 survivor colored bases, 6 dice, 48 trackers, 133 mini cards, 79 equipment cards, 54 zombie cards, and 68 token cards. So here we go. Let's rip this plastic open. Very easy. Look at that. Rip it open, baby. Rip open this and see the green orc zombies. Plastic. It's time for the lovely smell of the new game board. I wonder if it smells like orcs or zombies or zombie orcs. I don't know. Let's just see. There it goes. Oh, I know what it smells like. It smells glorious. This is the rule book. We look at the artwork, it's phenomenal, but we got to find out how many pages it is. 59 pages. You can see that right there. Anybody who played any of the Zombicide series, you know that it's very easy to pick up and to learn. So again, this rule book, it may be 59 pages, but it's not going to be like overwhelming. And there's the trebuchet, which is really cool. There is a couple of rules variations, as in like the hedges, the trebuchet, and so forth too as well. So you want to make sure you read this before you start playing it. That is awesome artwork. And that is the abomination. These new Zombicide figures have broken formations and are fighting in different positions. Apply the sticker to the side of the box to help you find the correct resting place. The sticker, and you peel it, and it's sticky with the images, and you slap it to the side of the box. Because Cool Mini or Not, they do have this great way of keeping your minis organized. So with every Zombicide game, Cool Mini or Not comes like this. But we're not going to look at that yet. The spacers, now I don't think these are meant for anything else but creating the space so it don't shift around into the packing so when it's moving. But they're nice hard plastic. Like, I could definitely probably use these for something. I'm sure of that. Tiles, I'll go over each of them just briefly so that we can see what this is. So I'm going to rip it open and I'll be back in a second. You get 11 sheets of the cardboard cutouts, and that includes everything, the tokens, the spawn points, the doors, you name it. We're just going to go over these in detail. These are doors you get. So these doors, they come in 1 blue one, 1 green one, and 12 neutral ones. So these are the neutral ones. You can see from the colors that are on the bottom there. You also get, which is your zombie spawn points. And with these you get 1 red and blue, 1 red green, you get 1 red necromancer green, you also get 1 red necromancer red, you get 1 red necromancer purple, 1 red necromancer gray, 1 red necromancer beige, and 4 red, and that's for the spawn points. So again, these are doors, and they're double-sided, as you can tell. You can see here, this means they're opened, and that means they're closed. Exit. So some scenarios you're going to play, you have to make it to the exit with collecting certain one of the objective markers possibly. And once you collect the objective markers, you go, that's just one scenario. There's many scenarios. So these objective markers that you see, in total, you get 1 red blue, you get 1 red green, and you get 8 red red. You got some bells going on here. What the heck are they? I think they are noise tokens, and that they are. You get 18 noise tokens in total with these. These are dragon bile. That's interesting. So you have the jugs, and then the green is the dragon bile. Whoa, and you know what happens to dragon bile? Fire. Fire! 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 Hedges and barriers, and you get a total of 6 of those. Now, in the Kickstarter campaign, you can buy extras, and one of the extras, which is really cool, is these cardboard cutouts are actually three-dimensional 3D printed, so they're like a plastic, and that's pretty cool. Add more dimension to your game. Awesome! The way this works is if you have the Dragon Bile card, you can use this. It's like a Molotov where you throw it and it's 0 to 1 spaces away and it breaks open. Then later on, if you have the torch card, you can throw the torch and you could create the Dragon Bile to burn up. And it kills no matter what rating it is, it will definitely kill anything that is on that Dragon Bile card. So that's a pretty cool thing for the Dragon Bile. With the barriers, ultimately what these are for is so that it will stop the zombies from moving onto through the same direction on their turn. So it's kind of blocked in between you and them. Now the thing is if you block the zombies with the barriers and they can't go around anywhere else, pretty much you're trapping them, then they're able to destroy the barriers and then do their move. So they'll destroy the barriers for free and then do the move. But if there's another path that they can take around and you're blocking one path with the barrier, they have to go around. On some of the printed tiles, you already have hedges, but there's also hedges here that you can use. Now again, they block movement for the zombies too as well. Now, the one mechanic, like I said, that I really love about these hedges is that if a hero is crossing, a zone, or they have to cross a hedge, and there's no other hero that has line of sight to pass that hedge, so that nobody can see there. So once you cross it, you have to take a die and you have to roll it. And on a 1, you place an orc walker in that zone. So if you roll a 1 when you cross it because you didn't see it, he's been hiding by the hedge and he just jumps out so that you could be in trouble. So that's a mechanic that makes the game a little more interesting in my opinion. Other tokens include first player token, which is a really cool image of a zombie. This is your free action. So if a character gets a free action, you're going to use that. And this is rotten, is free action. It's called Born Leader. And during the survivor's turn, the survivor may give 1 free action to another survivor to use as they please. The action must be used during the recipient's next turn or it's lost. If a survivor or a hero in the game that does nothing during the game, it don't use the trebuchet, it don't do any fighting actions or nothing, what happens is you place this to this token next to the hero, and then the zombies and orcs will not come near you because you didn't do nothing. So I guess you smell rotten. It's like from The Walking Dead, you put blood all over yourself. So the zombies will leave you alone. So I'll read pretty much summing up what it says in the book about that. At the end of their turn, if a survivor has not resolved any combat action, melee, range, or magic, not fired a siege engine, and not produced a noise token, place the rotten token next to the base. So, well, I'm going off camera there. So yeah, that's what that means. That's the rotten token. So this is an extra added thing as well as this to the game. Very, very fun. I never used this when I played it, but if I known that, I definitely would have. That's pretty cool. This is just a brief look at the map tiles there. Double-sided, you get 9 of them, so 18 in total. What's really cool about these that I noticed is some of them have a new additive, which is water. What? Yeah, that's water. A quick note about the water hole zones, as you can see. As you can see. So with these, to move through them a hero, it takes an extra action. Whew, that can be tough if zombies are chasing you. The zombies, however, get no penalty moving. So what zombies do get a penalty, you can see like the black edge here, or the border. So a hero can go from here to here by spending an extra action to get up there. Zombies cannot, however, do it whatsoever. So when they're here, this is kind of like the landing, and there's no penalty for the survivors to go from the edge of the water hole to onto the zone. But again, to move through them, it's an extra action. This way it's an extra action, but zombies can't do it. Zombies, no penalty. I hope that clarifies the water hole situation. Okay, I put it off long enough. So let's open this baby up and see these beautiful minis. And everything else that's inside, obviously. So, quick look. They're your trays, as usual, you can identify your hero. These are your pegs. So, one thing is, I'm not going to explain what you do for the pegs, like go in great detail, because there's tons and tons of tutorials on how to play Black Plague, and I'm sure there's going to be tutorials on how to play the Green Horde Zombicide too as well. So I'm not going to go through this, but just to let you know, these will mark your score for like how many hit points you have. Also like what skill you chose when you advance from one zone to the next, and so on. Holla! This is a look at the character cards that you get. I'm not going to go over in detail, but I'm just going to show you the artwork, which is really cool. He's got a dagger and 2 daggers probably. Really cool, and you can see the different things. Now, these are your special skills, and if you're not sure what the special skills mean for everyone, you can just look it up online, or if you had this game, just look it up in the book, because it tells you what taunt is and everything else. So there's that one. Baron, there's another, oh sorry, that's Asim, A-S-I-M. This is B-E-R-I-N. So again, he has different skills too as well. Different skills. See, these are all individual characters, and they're different from the Black Plague. But you can play 7+ survivors, because you can get other hero packs, or I'm sure you can mix up with the Black Plague. This is a guy I used when I played. He kind of looks like Conan. He was really cool. He's like a tank. And there's an elf too as well. What? That's right. So that is your characters, and they all have the artwork too. I'm not going over their names and their special stats, because you can find that somewhere else online. You get 6 D6 dice, so normal dice, they're red. You could, for the Kickstarter, you could opt to get the other dice are green, but I didn't, I just went with this. That is the stack of cards you get. Just like all the other Zombicide games, you get a lot of cards in here. That looks pretty cool on camera. Anyhow, so these are your zombie spawn cards. We'll just flip one over, take a look. Oh! Ooh, that's the Horde card. So enter the Horde. As I said before, that some cards will tell you to put an extra zombie in the Horde, so they build up. And then when you draw this, enter the Horde, pretty much all that clump of zombies that you have get put on the zone. So that's pretty awesome and dangerous at the same time. Equipment card. So let's just flip over one and take a quick peek. Ooh, yeah. Try to get that in focus. Come on, focus, focus. There you go. So this is the Great Axe. Really cool. So you can see the icons on the bottom of it. You can see there's a door icon and the bell. That means that when you use it to open a door or to kill something with, it does make noise. There's some weapons in the game that does not make weapons. You can see here that it's a one-handed sword, or axe I should say. It may be double-handed. Now, also too as well, down at the bottom it shows what the range is, so that's a melee weapon right from the get-go, so therefore you can only kill things that are in your zone. And to kill it, it's 4 dice, which is pretty darn good. You have to get a 5+ for a successful hit, and it does a damage of 2. Whoa, so you can kill a fatty with this Great Axe, but not the Abomination. This is your player's dashboard, and you get 6 of them, because it is a 1 to 6 player. There's peg holes, which you use the pegs for, but just to go from left to right from the top, this is your wound bar. So you get a total of 3 wounds that you can sustain, and that's in any one of your characters, unless you'll have like other cards especially tell you differently. This here's 3 tracks in reserve, so you put other pegs there, and your card here, this here's a one-handed weapon, or a weapon goes here. You can see the little fist icon. This is your player card that you put here. And you can see here too as well, this is like what you wear, like your armor. This here is what you have in your inventory. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inventory slots that you can hold. And this is another hand weapon that you can put here. And on the bottom here, this is your track. So every time you kill a zombie, you're going to move up 1. Whoop, moved up too far. So you're going to move up 1. And every time you pick up a red X, usually unless otherwise stated, it's worth 5 experience points, or you go up 5. If you kill a fatty, it's still 1. And I think if you kill an abomination, you go up 5 experience points, if I'm not mistaken. So that is pretty much just in a nutshell what the players' dashboards look like and which all the segments are for. Last but certainly not least is the phenomenal minis that you get. So again, you have a lot of minis that you get. I'm not going to go through every one of them because it will take me a long time. I'm just going to grab a couple up and just show you the detail. So first off, let's look at the trebuchet right here. Get that in focus. Very cool. And we used this in the game. It was a lot of fun to use and it was very devastating. Now, it can't move, obviously. It's not on a pivot. But I'm sure you could probably cut it down and put a pin into it and make it so it pivots. You can see here, I'll pull this out. Whoa, the detail is great. The rope and everything. Oh, I think I'm definitely going to make this into a pivot. Maybe it does pivot and it's just stuck. I'm not going to force it, but that's a trebuchet right there. Very cool detail. Nice looking for sure. Look at the monstrosity. This is the orc abomination. And he is totally massive. Oh, I don't want to meet him at all anywhere. Hopefully, well, I already did meet him once and he's pretty devastating. So you can see the big claws and everything else for this. Great looking mini. This mini right here is your orc necromancer. Very nice looking. Look at the great detail into this. Cool mini or not, you really outdid yourself for the quality of these. This here is going to be really nice to paint, like the fur and the dry brushing, because if you could feel this, you could feel all the texture onto it. Very awesome. One of the heroes, this is Burwin. He's a dwarf. You can see he's got the big axe and he's got the hammer. Again, like the detail in this is crazy. Look at the wolf. The wolf head and the wolf carcass that's onto him. Like, that's crazy. These are going to be fun to paint. I always keep saying it into my unboxing videos. It's going to be fun to paint, and you never see me painting them, but I am getting to everything. I am. One more hero mini. This is Rolf. He looks like Conan, like I said. It looks really cool. He's a monster. He's a tank. You know, not a monster as in like a green horde orc or something, but he's definitely a tough guy for sure. Got his long sword and his dagger. He'll cut you down pretty easy. Here's a look at the fatty orc zombie. He's got a little bit of armor onto him. He looks like he'd be able to rip you apart like nothing. Very cool. So in here, I'm just reading stats. It's damage is 3. Minimum damage to destroy is 2. Experience provided is 1. So if you kill one of these, you only get 1 experience instead of more. But they are a level 2. So yeah, it's going to take a bit to kill this guy for sure. Orc walker. You can see them here. Got, torn clothing for sure because they're orcs, but they turn into zombies, so they're zombie orcs. Ooh, orcs are tough to kill. Great detail on this orc walker. This is the orc runner. This guy's a little thinner than the other guys for sure. I guess from running around so much. He's kind of in a running pose, just like the other Cool Mini or Not games. For the Zombicide, you can tell they're runners. Rawr! There you have it, BoardGameManiacs. Zombicide Green Horde, fresh out the box for the unboxing. That is what you get into its entirety, the content of it. Now, I put everything back into the neat little box, the container that holds all your minis nice and neat, and your player dashboard and everything else. But that is it. Hope you enjoyed this quick little unboxing. I do apologize about my little friend at the first of it who kind of interrupted. Well, it's not really little, but my friend that kind of interrupted at the beginning of the video. I hope it didn't make too much of an impact onto this. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And as always, if you like seeing more, if you want to see more unboxing videos or battle reports and just more VR play, anything, just, you know, give a thumbs up, share my channel, our channel, Board Game Maniacs, subscribe to Board Game Maniacs, and I will continue making more and more of these interesting videos for sure, because I have a lot of fun doing these. I like to show everybody out there different games that you can play and the enjoyment factor of it all and so forth. Lots of fun. So until next time, you know what I'm going to say. Play some VR. Play some board games. Talk to people. Communicate. Because communication is the most important key to a helpful, successful life. That's what I think anyhow. But most importantly of all, and you know what I'm going to say? Be a maniac.